Hey, Will Kenderdine here, and thanks for tuning in. Your question may obviously be, it's like, Will, are you in your car? And the short answer is yes, and I'm not driving, I promise. We're sitting still. The reason I'm in my car, in my garage, is because it's much more quiet here, and there's a much better opportunity to not be interrupted here because, this is October, what is today? Today's the 17th. And so we're still got the whole COVID thing going on. Looking forward to 2021 or sometime around then when there'll be vaccines and life can go back to usual, because upstairs we've got my daughter and her kids, as well as her dog and my dogs, and it's a zoo. So it's much quieter here. And with that, which really has nothing to do with online reputation management, but let's switch over to the topic at hand. And this is going to be a series of videos about online reputation management and what it has to do with you as a local business owner and why you really do need to care about it. The presentation itself is from early in 2019. So I'm reusing this presentation because it is so well done, and I will send you a link to the presentation. Again, really well done, and I'm just giving you the local business owner focus on the same presentation. So as you'll see in a minute, I'm actually starting in the middle of the presentation because I believe it's going to be a little bit easier to kind of get everybody's head wrapped around what it is that we're talking about by starting in the middle, and then I'll go back to the start and we'll work our way through. All right. So when we talk about online reputation management, it is just like it says here. It's the practice of reshaping public perception of an individual or an institution. Like in your case, it's going to be a local business reputation, particularly with regard to digital presence. Now, when we talk about digital presence, that means anything digital. So it can be online, or it could be something on a USB drive. USB drive meaning that it's an electronic file. So what we are going to focus on is just the online part of it, because once a file is saved, there's only so much that we can do about it anyway. If you have questions about that part of it, feel free to contact me and I can talk you through the options that we have there. Yet, what we're going to focus on in this presentation is the online part of the reputation management. Sometimes you'll hear this referred to as review management. It's very, very similar. There's some nuances to it, but whether we say review management or reputation management, from the perspective of a local or a regional business, it's all essentially the same. The last point that I'll make on this slide is when we talk about it being the digital equivalent of interview preparation and personal hygiene, what this is referring to as is that you kind of have to think in terms of prospect, someone who may have heard your business name before, but now they actually have a need, and they are checking you out before they actually make a phone call. So, and this is very normal, where especially as the price tags go up, meaning that if somebody needs to have we'll say their entire home rewired, that it's very likely that they're going to check out electricians in the area to see what what other people have said about them, because anybody can do marketing and anybody can do advertising, but when it's a very high price tag item, again, like having a home rewired, or I don't know, maybe an HVAC equivalent would be that you need to have your entire HVAC system replaced. So they're not just going to call any old vendor or contractor. They're going to check out what other people have to say about you. When it says personal hygiene, that's a reference to, like, we don't shower once during our lifetime and say, glad that's over with, never going to take a shower again. We do need to keep up with our hygiene day by day. All right. I'm going to stop the video here, and I'll be back in the next video to continue.